All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. Join us tonight as we explore further into the Carpathian forest as the party tries to make their way to safer grounds, for they are deep beneath enemy lines right now. Not even that deep over the Carpathian border, but it seems as though Carpathia's influence is stretched even into New Eglia somewhat. And so they are desperately trying to get away from the Vampire Lord's minions, the Carpathian Knights that continue to hunt them. And so, as they are trying to make their way out of there, they are also weary of getting too close to any graveyards because the last time they did, the sword started activating undead bodies all around them. So that wasn't good. And now they are in the woods trying to make their way east towards New Eglia. So what do you guys do now that it's nighttime? Do you continue to push yourselves, which could lead to exhaustion, or do you want to try and rest here?
I remember correctly,
I'm looking at,
went
yeah,
this.
you guys had just completed a rest.
And also, we encountered a gargoyle.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm looking at all of your hit points and everybody's at full, so you guys must have just completed a rest.
Yeah, we just completed the rest after the gargoyle.
Yep, yep, gotcha. And Soggy has a gem that the gargoyle dropped, some kind of stone with a marking on it.
Right. And I think that's where we left off. You're going to tell us about it now, I guess. I think, or something like that.
Well, it's not so much that I'm going to tell you about it because you're going to have to research. You don't just know, everything about it, but it is definitely magical, and it is something that the gargoyle gave to you after Soggy spoke to it in primal.
Primordial.
Primordial, thank you.
Reason the map's not showing up for me.
Yeah, I think we all have black screens right now. Or at least I'm assuming we do. All I see is my token on my screen.
Hold on, let me double check. Sometimes the dynamic lighting still gets kind of messed up around here. Does the seedling have night vision?
1 second.
Alright, everybody should be able to see now.
And I do.
Not Vathel. Vathel I'm fixing right now.
I was just about to say that.
And
I may have to reload.
now everybody should be able to see.
Nope, not yet. Alright. In a minute. Give me a minute.
No, I don't.
Alright, I'm good.
You still can't see, Vathel?
No, I'm good. I can see now.
Oh,
I had to change it with to Chrome. It wasn't working in my Safari, so
oh
I can see
yeah,
now.
yeah. Chrome is what I recommend and use myself.
I just prefer my Safari, so I was being lazy.
Yeah,
That's
for
all.
other stuff, whatever. I'm just talking about purely for Roll20.
I want to apologize for a delay. I'm kind of in the middle of cooking dinner. I'll be here. I'll be able to hear you and everything, but yeah, I'm going to be just teensy a bit preoccupied. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, AFK, but still hearing. Got it.
No, I do not have any night vision.
Thank
I
you.
have
But
Sublime,
it's time now,
Nature
though.
Stride, and Seedling Magic.
Got you. All right. So, you guys have rested and are checking out the stone, and you can't really tell too much about it right now, but it definitely is something that should be researched. But you don't have any means of researching it right now, right here in the middle of the forest. So, what are you going to do?
Did Soggy roll a counter check on it?
Yeah, he did that last session.
But I'm not sure what you told him about it, though. That's why.
Yeah, he can't tell much about it other than that it's obviously magical.
Okay. So I think our next course of action was to go towards the water temple, correct? In some way?
Well, if you guys, know where that is, sure.
That's going to be on Donovan and Soggy. I'm not sure.
Neither am I.
Well, do I know if there's one in the area?
No, nobody
All right.
would know that. This is a thing that they don't even know for 100% certainty exists. They have surmised that it exists based off of a fire temple that they went to that had symbols for other elements, and so they surmise that there is a fire, water, air, and earth temple as well.
All right. Do we know of anyone who's knowledgeable enough to guide us in a better direction?
Well, Francis is doing his best to guide you through the forest.
Okay.
But he doesn't know anything about a water temple.
All right, then I'm not sure.
Yeah. Soggy's going to try and figure. Let me try to do a roll to figure out where exactly where the water temple could be.
Okay. And how are you going to do that?
See if my memory can help me, like a check of some sort.
Have you ever been to the water temple?
Well, my clan was with those specific lizard folk.
That you were with the lizard folk who followed an ancient blue dragon like millennia ago, but like that doesn't necessarily equate to anything.
Yeah, uh, it's fair. I imagine we'll have to find some sort of way to figure out.
My fallback is if we can't find a way to convert the sword, we have to destroy the sword.
I agree.
So,
Not exactly something I wish to do, but perhaps it is best we just cut our losses.
Maybe General Vasanthus would know how to destroy it.
We are not going near Lysantis without dealing with the sword.
All right, well, it was just an idea. Francis goes back to sulking.
do we know any other high-level magic casters or magic users in this land?
In this particular part of the world, anyone who was an open magic user would be burned at the stake.
Yeah.
There are some rumored high-level casters, like, in far-off lands. Of course, there are clerics, but that's, like, different in their eyes. Like, the difference between killing and murdering, you know?
You said what you gave to Soggy was amber, right?
I think I said it was an amethyst?
Oh, amethyst. Okay.
A rare star amethyst, if I am remembering everything correctly.
Yep.
All right. So if they're a cleric, that means they come from a different type of temple.
Yeah, so, like, around,
Hello?
hello? Yes? Can you
Yeah,
hear?
I think you blocked that. I
Oh,
didn't hear the
okay.
last thing you said.
Okay, in these lands, well, first of all, in Carpathia, there are no temples. All the temples have been torn down in Carpathia. But in the rest of the lands that were under Caledonian Empire control, the temples are basically like old Roman temples or Greek temples where like there would usually be like one main god for like, you know, each like city, like a patron god, but the temples tended to be like for worshiping all of the gods. So like all of the pantheons are represented by the major cleric temples.
Hmm.
And you're just taught to respect and revere all the gods because any of the gods could smite thee.
If they were in the mood. All right. So a
Yeah.
question would be: is there a way that I can communicate with the Raven Queen in
You
some
can
fashion?
you can attempt to. However, one thing that you would know is that even the Archfey and everybody else agree that either the gods are dead or missing or ignoring everyone because like nobody has seen the gods in what would it be, epochs?
Hmm. Okay.
Certainly millennia.
All right. Can we see the map?
I thought we just cleared that up. No, I'm kidding. Here, let me let me go grab you guys and drag you over to the map here. I wish there was a way to just put players on whatever map instead of having to drag the little player tag.
Well, maybe if you just drag one of oh, so we can't see if Faltoga's not there. Essentially.
No. There's a when you're a GM and you have multiple pages, there's like a little flag for like which map the players are on, and like you can't just click on a map and like push like Control P or something to make the players be there.
Mm-hmm.
So where exactly did we find the fire temple?
Yeah, that was gonna be my first question.
Getting to the
Roughly.
map.
I'm there.
I don't see anything yet. Oh,
Mine is still hatching dragons.
I'm at the map.
I'm at the map, but I'm not sure if you pinged a location.
Mine's making me wait.
All right, no worries. And right now we're in New Eglia, correct?
Yeah. On the border of New Eglia and Carpathia.
And where's General Visantis at, roughly?
1 second, just trying to get the map loaded. Roll20's having some kind of lag issue or something tonight.
Yeah, I think that's what Killer was saying. Dravos?
Dravos.
Yeah, it was lagging for me, and I never lag on Roll20.
Yeah, I think it's having some kind of issue tonight. All right, here I am.
Dravos is a cool name.
So now you guys are right exactly where the party token is right here. The fire temple was discovered down here by a lizard folk clan that is hiding in the wetlands in between the great river that flows up through Lakeshore and Maidentown and the smaller rivers along the coast of New Eglia here. General Visantis was like up in the plains up here, and now you guys have retreated just south to the forest.
As far as where to go next, I am not entirely sure. All I know for certain is I must kill General Visanthus. As far as the blade is concerned, I have no whim or will, one way or the other, of restoring it, but if need be, it should be destroyed. As far as where we go from here, I am not entirely certain.
Well, for right now, there's no way that we're safe. As long as we're in these lands where we are now, we have no safety. And having this sword with us just makes us more of a target. Because
That would be the
undead,
situation, yes.
Yeah.
Soggy suggests we go this way.
Towards the lake, towards the water?
Yes, that is. Soggy knows this because water is the Bunyip's domain. It is where he is.
What is this?
That
Is
is
that like
a
a lake?
massive lake, not unlike the Great Lakes here in the United States of America, like Lake Michigan and Lake Superior.
Okay, so maybe we can go here. Go ahead.
Where's my hometown? Like my home forest?
Yeah, so you guys are from, when I say you guys, I mean Dravos and Beamhorn, are, well, Beamhorn, for sure. Dravos, your people, at least, are from here. But this is Air Thalis, way up here in the north, and it, floats in between the Feywild and the material plane. And so sometimes it's on the material plane and sometimes it's on the Feywild, and that is where a lot of Fey creatures come from and have gotten into the world through the island phasing in and out. But there are also other places in the world that like have connections, strong connections to the Feywild or the Shadowfell or the Elemental Chaos. There's portals that open to the Abyss, you know, all of that.
Okay. Just a reference for later.
Yeah.
So I vote that we head in this direction, towards the lake, and then south towards the fire temple. So at least we can make more of a call to Sagi's god by the lake or by the river here, and then head south towards the fire temple.
I'm not saying this as like a DM, like trying to give you a hint. I'm just saying this as like a third party, like listening to you guys make your plans and everything. And one thing is that if his god likes water, this is a whole lot more water than a lake down here.
True. So
It's true.
I was thinking this way.
That would make sense. And that could be a place where the water temple is located.
But I also wanted to get out of Carpathia as well. which was why I was saying go towards the water. Go this direction, and then south. Because this over here keeps us in the land, doesn't it?
Carpathia ends right at this black line right here, but like it's not a magical barrier or a wall. You know, it's just a rough, you know, showing of where their influence stops. But lately they've been crossing over way more frequently.
All right, that's fine. I thought it was the white dotted line. That's why, which is way further to the right. All right. So what do we want to do? Do we want to go southeast?
I'm indifferent.
All right. So let's head down here. And if anything, we can follow the shoreline towards the temple.
Yep. That's where we're going.
All right. So we want to cross more into New Eglia. Hopefully that would be safer than being in Carpathia. And then go south. Our goal is to get over here.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. DM, about how many days travel would that be? That's my first question. Second question is, can we travel it in a careful way to try and stay out of as much danger as possible?
Yeah.
Well,
so
we're in the woods, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah. So the first question, the answer is, it is an indetermined for exactly how many days it is. However, it is more than just 1 or 2 days. It is at least a 3 to 7 day travel depending on the conditions, because this is like an area that is normally very wet, and so like travel can be slowed down, but it's been experiencing a drought lately, and so things aren't so bad. But if it all of a sudden were to rain, it would be very bad flooding, and then who knows. So yeah, 3 to 7 days. And then what was the other question?
I wanted to travel.
Oh yeah, and then you guys want to travel cautiously. All right. So
Get cut off again?
oh, you spend your first day pretty much in the thick of the woods. Francis is leading you through and telling you all about like the deer trails that his father used to take him down and show him, you know, all of the various forests around here in Carpathia and how beautiful the Carpathian countryside is.
Also, when there's downtime, I think Donovan gives him some fighting lessons, and hopefully he can level by the time we get to the next encounter.
I'm also reading that book still.
Yeah.
And Soggy is reading the map.
Yeah. And so Francis is just telling you guys that Carpathia really is a beautiful place. You know, it's magic when the autumn leaves are, you know, turning red and gold, and the mountains are framed against the setting sun. He says Carpathia is awesome, and you guys should come here more often.
We'll do that after we get rid of Bad Thing in Blade.
Hey, can I see that?
Soggy looks to Francis and says, "You do not want to touch it. It is bad." Soggy knows.
Donovan, can I take a look at that blade?
And then I also tell Francis, we've had too many bad encounters for us to even put it out in sight.
I would rather you not. Whoever holds that blade is destined to be stalked by all manner of evil.
Is it that you don't trust me?
No, we do not wish death upon you.
I'm
We also made a
brave.
pact that once it's put away, we will not bring it out into sight.
I fought
So
General
it's not,
I fought General Visanthus at your side.
and I tell him it's not open to discussion.
Oh. And he just like sulks.
Soggy shows him the gem. You can hold gem if you want.
And Francis reaches out and touches the gem, and he's like, "Ooh, oh, okay." And he starts to hold the gem, and he like kind of isn't paying attention to where he's walking so much anymore as he kind of like holds the gem.
Soggy is going to try and like hold him by his arm. Soggy's holding him by his arm.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Where I was for a second there, and all of a sudden you guys find yourselves deep in the forest, and like there's hardly any light or trail or anything to follow, but you hear the screams, or not necessarily screams, but the sounds of battle and screeching and flapping wings, and you can hear somebody fighting for his life. Dravos.
Is it a person or no, go ahead, my fault.
Dravos, you are now being attacked by a Periton, and somehow, do you want to have started on the Feywild, or do you want to have been born on the mortal plane and been like in disguise for many years?
Born on the mortal plane.
Okay. So, for many, many years, you have hidden yourself away, and Carpathia was a good spot to do that. However, recently, more and more creatures have been coming out of the darker places, and creatures from the Shadowfell even have been coming through, and they seem to be drawn to you for some reason. And so now 3 Perietons are attacking you, and that is what the party sees as they are approaching. So everybody just roll for initiative, and then whatever you decide to do is what you decide to do.
What is he being attacked by?
They're called Perietons.
It is like half chicken, half birds, half deer.
My action bar won't work anymore.
How do you spell that?
It's on the map.
Your action bar won't work anymore?
Yeah, it just said you attempted to use a roll command looking for a
yeah, you have to
selected
click.
token
You have to
ability.
click on your token. Click on your token again.
Oh, there we go. It's because I had my familiar
Yep.
highlighted as well.
Yep. All right. So has everybody rolled initiative now?
Soggy has rolled it.
Yep. Good. Oh, Francis. Yeah, that's right. Francis. Francis says, "My friends, we must save him! Quickly!" And he moves forward to try and help and takes the dodge action.
All right. Which one is the? All right. So.
I think I'm on the wrong map.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna move towards this one, and I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Should I just click my dagger on the thing I've never used?
Yeah. So click on your token.
Mm-hmm. And then just click the dagger at the top
Yep.
where it says it.
Yep.
Oh, I just mean because I was.
And do I get sneak attack on this, or it's not sneak attack?
No,
Right? I
it's
need
not.
advantage. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was different to where we saw the gargoyle.
Oh, yeah, it's just a forest map. Like, you know, if
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, if I need something specific or whatever, you know, I'll make it.
Yeah,
but-
for sure. I was just, yeah, it just confused me. Sorry.
So
Did he cut out for anybody else?
Yeah, it cut out for me.
as the Perryton gets too close to you, you stab it with your dagger for 5 damage.
And I'm going to disengage and back off into the bushes.
Well, you can't disengage. Oh wait, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm a rogue. Yeah,
Yeah,
bonus cutting action.
Cutting action, yeah, which is also a token thing for you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I can just click that and boom.
There you go. That way I don't ever get confused like that again.
No, you're good. You're good. And I'm backing off back this way.
That's a tree right there, so you have to go around it.
Yeah. So like right here.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
And then, since you're new, do you see the gear, the settings, at the very top of the chat bar on the right?
Yeah.
And then to the left of that is 3 eyes turned 90 degrees counterclockwise. What you're
You cut out again.
just click on that. That's your collection. And then you'll see a whole list of macros. The one that you care about right now is end turn. So just click on in bar and then at the bottom show macro quick bar, and that will make sure that you can always end your turn so that I'm not like pressuring you like, is that your turn? Are you done?
All right, got it. I added it, so now just
click that, click on your token and click end turn once your turn is over, you know, that way you decide when your turn is over.
Yeah, I might have to reload Roll20 because it's not popping up, and I think I added it.
Did you
Yeah,
click
I
on
clicked it.
show macro quick bar at the bottom?
Yeah, I clicked it.
And then it should be at the bottom when you click on your token. It's not at the top in your macros, it's at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's. I'm probably need to refresh Roll20.
I'm going to end your turn for you for now, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can also just press done next to his name, right?
Yes, in the chat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. I can just click done right there. That's.
The Perryton.
The Perryton what?
Oh shit! How big is this thing?
Dives down at Francis and tries to attack him. And as it does so, it rips Francis apart, tearing into him and trying to get at his heart. Francis is bleeding and coughing, possibly already dead.
No.
this Perryton flies over and dive bombs Vathel.
Fuck.
Does that hit?
It most definitely does.
All right, so that's 24 damage.
Oh, shit.
Yikes! Soggy, seeing Francis fall, sort of like panics, looking to Donovan. Donovan! I create distraction! You heal Francis!
Does it go back up in the air or does it stay down on the ground?
No, it stays by you.
Donovan! Sage?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna go on my turn. I'll go and heal,
Good.
Francis, if he's not already dead.
Yeah. Soggy sort of panics and tentacle friend, protect Francis.
Oh, never mind. It's too late.
And as you attack the Perryton, it does in fact deal 5 lightning damage to it, but it's not enough to get it off of Francis.
Soggy yells to Vathel, please get it off of him.
Yeah. I like how he's showing more concern for the NPC. Meanwhile, you're also dealing with one.
Right, it's literally on top of me. All right. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. It should be able to cover both of the Perrytons at the moment.
Yes. So they have to roll reflex.
Give me one sec. It's a dex save.
Oof. One failed.
And yeah, I always go left to right, closest, to farthest away, and so the one right next to you failed.
All right, so we have advantage on attacks against this one,
Yes,
and then the other one is just regular. All right.
correct.
I don't think there's anything else I can do my turn, so I'm gonna end my turn.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it's time to summon a big old monkey.
But you can't communicate. I'm not sure.
What?
These are
I'll-
monstrosities, not animals.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
I can't communicate with that giant piece of crap. All right. Yeah, I'll summon the big monkey, the big one,
Okay.
not 4, just one big old bastard.
Yep.
Did you read my question that I gave you before?
If you typed it on Discord, no.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't read Discord while I'm doing this.
It was like 2 days ago.
Oh, I might have done, and I'm just forgetting right now. And if I'm doing that, I apologize profusely.
It's okay. Because before you said they were purely
yes. So the thing about it is that for my purposes, the way that I rule it is they have no idea who is all your friend and who isn't. they automatically, through the power of magic, understand that you are their summoner, and they like magically are bonded allies to you. But they have no idea who the rest of their allies are. And so for them to come onto the battle scene and just start attacking could lead to some bad situations. So to avoid that, I just rule that summoned creatures defend themselves against anything that attacks them.
So I can't tell him to attack something?
You can tell him to attack something. The level of obedience is going to vary. Like, more aggressive animals will probably have no problem with it, but like if you're telling a turtle to attack, it might just look at you.
This is a freaking ape, though. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to attack the big flying deer, wolf, bird. I don't know, the Peryton.
Yeah.
Attack Peryton.
That spooky ass thing.
Yeah, that big old thing. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to attack him.
And for now, it just kind of like, is standing there.
And then can I ready cure wounds, or like because you said hold on. Oh no, that takes another action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna ready a magic stone because that's a bonus action.
When he does the summoning, can he tell it to attack in that same turn, or does it roll its own initiative?
They act on his initiative.
Yeah, so I told him to attack, but I have to wait for next turn, right?
Yeah, basically it's like summoning sickness is the way I do it.
I thought. Yeah. So I'm just gonna ready up a magic stone because that's a bonus.
Yeah.
And then end my turn.
Yeah, right on. Donovan gives in to the darkness within him, pulls out the Moonblade, and summons all of its energy. Or maybe he's just measuring something.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all the space that I can move.
Yeah, but remember that there's a tree trunk underneath here, so like skirting along the edge is rough terrain, basically.
But the problem is, what's the difference between the tree trunk and the leaves? Because the tree space is just so big. And that's what I'm not sure about.
Yeah, basically you get one square around the edge that is rough terrain that you can move through. But like that's where all the gnarled roots and like dropped branches and like nuts and everything, like apples or whatever that have fallen onto the ground, like underneath of trees is not a place for walking.
Yes.
This Peryton is still drawn to Dravos and dive bombs him.
That hits.
Ooh, for 25 slashing damage. Francis, no. So this is a tense moment here for you guys. Well, for Francis at least, and anybody who gives a crap about whether or not Francis lives or dies, because
Soggy cares.
Francis has taken enough damage to where I could just say he's dead. But I am going to give him one do or die save. This is it.
Oh
He
God.
doesn't get 3. This isn't, rolling until he has 3 fails or 3 saves. This is live or die right here, right now. And rolling.
1 second, please.
Oh.
Hold up.
Okay,
He
okay.
He gets my charisma bonus.
Oh, snap!
He lives.
Oh, snap! Oh, guys, I think I might just make it.
These tentacles just flaying about, trying to get the Territon to stop fighting at Francis.
All right. So I have advantage on this one.
No.
It has fairy fire on it though.
Oh, is this the one with fairy fire on it?
You said left to right, and that was the one that was right up.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
trying to
you
attack
can-
this one. I didn't see your ping. That's
Yeah,
why.
Hold
Hold on,
that
let me put the fairy
Yeah,
fire
put
symbol
a mark
on
on
him. There we go.
Yeah, the one in front of me is the only one that has we have advantage on at the moment.
You got advantage on him 6 different ways with all the flanking and everything.
That's what I figured. But I was just making sure. All right.
Although I didn't have enough distance to get close enough to him. I, in the very least, managed to.
You saved his life, literally. You were the difference between him living and dying. And, there was no take backsies on that shit. I was just about to be like, ugh, and now I am the dead.
19 damage.
Yeah, as you stab the Perryton, this blow hits it in a vital spot, and it is badly wounded.
And then doo-doo. And boom. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you for the help. These creatures just attacked me out of nowhere.
I'm a head out. that's a little inside joke.
I mean,
there.
he's a rogue. He's not really a tank.
She's like, I'm about to dip. I'll be back.
I figured you might like that one, Donovan.
Yeah, no, that thing hits me again. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, these things pack a punch. So this Perryton is really mad that Francis is not dead. And rather than just finishing him off, like a big dumb bird, he's going to try to attack Donovan, but he can't quite get at him, so it's disadvantage.
All right, can I ask a quick question? Do I have I seen?
He probably sees the shining armor and just is attracted by it.
Yeah, but hold on 1 second, Hazard. You're asking a question? Can you...
Have I seen these creatures before, or do I have any knowledge of these creatures? Is a more important question.
Yes, these
Can I
are
roll for it?
creatures from the Fey Wild that are evil and twisted because of some of the darker Fey.
Do they have an actual enemy,
A natural enemy?
or do they have a
like
creature that hunts them.
like
basically
like
unhappy.
like griffins and rocks and other things will kill them because these things are dangerous. They'll team up on their babies and all that.
Hmm. All right.
You know what that means, boys? Anybody got some bricks?
Well, I'm gonna try and do a bit. Well, I don't want to metagame, so I'm gonna wait.
Well, I got these hands.
I'm about to put them to good use.
They ain't trying to catch these hands. Alright, the Perryton tries to antler you, but can't get through the tree. This Perryton sees the monkey and is like, "Monkey, die, monkey."
Monkey goes die!
Oh god.
Yeah, and he just like rips the monkey apart.
Oh man, he did nothing.
He only dealt 11 unless 13 manages to hit.
Multi-attack. He did more than 11.
I'm pretty sure 13 does hit, but let me double check.
Because normally the animals' ACs are fairly low. Like 11, 12.
Yeah,
Or 13, probably.
exactly.
It's
That's
not
what
normally higher than 13.
that's
Yeah.
what I figured was like worst case scenario. It probably ties.
It probably was 13, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, that's 20 damage. I figure that's probably right around his hit points, too. But we can look.
It might be 30-something.
30
Yeah, it
something.
might be like a 34. I play a lot of druids in my other characters, so it might be like
Yeah.
a 30-something, but nothing higher than that.
Yeah.
Beamhorn, do you know his hit points?
No, I'm gonna go check.
Oh, my fault.
All right, here we go. Ape.
Is it a grade 8
Ape.
or a regular 8?
Ape has armor class of 12 and 19 hit points.
So he's
I'm real good at this, I promise.
Yeah.
how much you do?
He did almost.
It did 20 damage, and I was
Nice.
right, and I was right on both counts that the 13 was enough to hit at least tie, and that 20 damage was right around his hit points. Never question the master. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to piss my wife off because she's right next to me, like listening to me be right again.
Okay.
Hmm.
Time for Soggy to make an action. DM, are you there?
Nah, I just took off.
Very funny. Time for a tentacle attack.
Which one you going for?
The one that is already damaged.
And you have advantage then.
Soggy's going to dash over here to avoid the Periton getting him, while his spectral tentacle slaps the Periton.
It does, dealing 8 lightning damage as it lights up the already fairy-fired Periton.
It's gonna suck. Alright, I'm gonna back up.
Oh, careful, you might get an attack an advantage.
I don't think, no matter what I do, that's gonna happen. Give me a sec. Actually, no. I'm gonna summon my Rapier, and I'm gonna make two attacks.
Oh, there you go.
So that's 18.
That is a total of 18 damage as you stab the Periton who tries to antler you. You stab him once in the throat and then again a final stab through the head to finish him off.
I run towards Donovan. I can go here, right?
Yes.
And I'm gonna say to him, there might be a way that we can scare them off. I can create an image, but I need someone who can create a sound. Any ideas? And I end my turn.
Alright. I'm gonna summon the Spirit of the Bear Totem. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
I think
That
it gives
should
all of
be
us a greater
around
point.
Donovan and Vathel.
Donovan and Vathel.
Imagine for your flavor, it's a grizzly bear.
Yeah, the Spirit of the Bear Totem, like around that area. And that's plus 5 plus my level for temporary hit points, and then they get advantage on strength saving throws. And then I'll back up a little bit and throw my readied stone at this guy.
Oh, dealing 4 bludgeoning damage as you catch the Periton on the side and it kind of turns and growls at you. Somebody help! Please, there's a peck with a acorn pointed at me.
And then I'll wait. Yeah, I already used my bonus. And
Okay. Gonna try to. I'm gonna get to Francis and use lay on hands. That is if he isn't dead.
He is not dead. You saved his life. He needs 11 to fill him up. Is that how many you give him? Sorry, didn't catch that.
I said yes.
I assumed so, but because I didn't catch it, I needed to verify. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
You have to hit done, I think.
Oh yeah, my bad.
This Perryton flies 30 feet into the air and then dives 30 feet down to try and grab Jitter.
No,
Yeah, dude, how you gonna kill Jitter like that?
not Jitter.
Beamhorn? I mean, it's your call. I'll not attack Jitter if the group, you know, so saith the group, you know, like I'll attack Beamhorn instead.
Yeah, attack me.
All right.
You sure? He's doing 25 points of hit damage.
No.
20 points of hit damage. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's an honorable thing. I allow it. So you dive in front of Jitter, trying to save him from the Perryton's talons. Do you get hit or not?
13 AC.
You have 13 AC? Oh, jeez.
Wait, no, I don't know how many AC I have. Sorry, one second.
Oh, no, yeah, you gotta look. You need higher than 13.
Where do I see that? Armor class 14. Ha!
All right, sweet. All right.
Oh. So, yeah, you just managed to get Jitter and roll out of the way of the Perryton's talons.
It's me, your bird brain. Shakes fist.
That would have been 26 points of damage. Francis hops up and he says, Donovan, you saved me. How can I ever repay you? And he goes to try to hug you.
Fight for your life, and that would suffice, my friend.
Literally.
Okay, hugs afterwards though. And then he tries to stab the Perryton that's right by you guys. No, he's gonna try to mace it.
Like with a bottle of pepper spray. That's pretty impressive.
Oh man, he looks at you and he says, "I gotta get one of those hand axe brand maces. This one just ain't cutting it."
Bravo.
I suggest you get to stabbing.
Is he there?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I muted myself. Do. Oh, I just make it there for that one. All right, I'm gonna move over here to the one that Donovan is trying to fight Donovan. And since I'm flanking it, do I get advantage?
How'd you move through its square?
I guess that is true. I could go around it. I've got enough movement.
Oh yeah, but you gotta plot that out then, you know.
Yeah. So I was right here. So I think I have just enough to do it. Oh, I gotta go through the big one too. That's not going to be good. Yeah, no. Bonus action, Misty Step behind this one. Over here.
There you go.
Boom. Time to die, creature.
Oh, you stab it. from behind where it wasn't expecting it, dealing 18 damage. It is badly wounded.
And then that is my turn.
It turns on you and tries to multi-attack you.
Please say I took what's it called as a spell. Yep, I have shield. So let's see what this is.
14 and 10.
Oh, I'm actually good. I don't need to use shield. But this miss.
The Periton tries to slash at you with its antlers and talons, but the swift Eladrin steps away from its attacks and readies to stab it again.
Oh shit.
Gets a nat 20 on its death save and comes back alive.
Oh, why'd you skip it? Does it not get a
It
turn?
was dead, I think.
It's
I think,
dead.
yeah.
Oh, that's the other one. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
I thought it was the one in front of me attacking again. That's like, oh shit.
Looking for a right spell.
Show me your moves.
Soggy's going to do an Eldritch Blast.
Which one?
The one that's in front of Beamhorn and says, "Hey! You leave Tree Friend alone!"
Nice.
Oh, man.
How many blasts do we have at this point? Is it just one or is it three? I can never remember. Oh, that's not just blast.
What level is he in Warlock?
He's a level 5 warlock, but yeah, so he gets 2 beams.
Boom, boom. And I started blasting.
So roll 1d10. Okay. So you do a total of...
It's not 11?
Yeah, no, he gets his 11 because he hit with that one, and then
Oh, perfect.
he has 2 Eldritch Blasts. So it's like twin electric eels that swim up his arm and blast out at them. And then the one did 11 damage, and then this one did 6 plus 3, which is 9, and then roll 1d10 again. So 28 total damage is dealt to the Periton, and you can smell its feathers cooking from the electricity.
Yes! Feel the power of the Bunyip!
It's young Dragonborn.
Alright. I'm also going to take a quick step back more towards Soggy. I'm going to bring out the crossbow, and I'm going to attack the same one that's in front of Beamhorn. Oh, my fault.
Feels good.
Crossbow.
Nailing it for 10, 19.
Oh, I don't think the second one went through.
Oh.
I got some setting attribute error or something.
No,
I tried again.
The second one worked.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh, my fault.
No, you're good.
I still see a thing that says setting attribute, setting range damage to it up from something. Alright.
And so
Also, they both hit.
that dealt 19 total damage, which takes the Periton out. You pierce it twice through the chest with bolts, and it just drops to the ground.
And I tell Beamhorn, be careful, be careful. And I have my turn.
He's down. Hold on.
The other one's close, so if there's anything we can do on that one. Donovan's probably gonna finish it next turn.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just gonna
cool.
Donovan's gonna end it next turn.
Well, we don't
You
know,
said?
but
Oh yeah, he's pretty low. I'll just do another magic stone at the bad boy.
You hit it for 6 bludgeoning damage, and it screeches and turns its baleful gaze at you.
There you go.
What do you do, Donovan?
Good hit.
Swing. Oh shit.
Donovan swings his obsidian longsword at the beast. The first swing does not hit, but the second one deals 10 damage. And to ensure that this evil creature does not come back, he smites it for an additional 10. It is dead.
Soggy sort of runs up to one of the Periotons and for victory he grabs his dragon bone own dagger and carves off the head.
That's going to take some time. This is a large creature and you are small.
Then maybe one of the antlers.
That is going to take some time still. But maybe one of your larger, stronger allies would like to just hack one off for you quickly.
Soggy looks to Donovan and says, "Could you take head of weird bird thing? Soggy would like to do something."
I'll try to lop its head off.
Yeah, so you do.
And then Soggy sort of just tries to lift it up in victory, like, aha!
I check the bodies for anything.
I go up to Beamhorn and ask him if he's okay. And I look for Jitter.
Yeah, I think Jitter's on my back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for helping me. And then I tap my hat to him.
And then I ask Dravos, why do you find yourself out in these woods by yourself? It's not safe.
A little squeak.
I've I was just traveling through these woods and on my own, and I'm usually pretty good at staying out of sight. And these creatures just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we've heard there are harpies and peritons and all kinds of monstrosities out here.
Thank
have to be
you
careful.
very much for the assistance. What are
Walks up to Dravos and sort of looks at him curiously and notices the wounds and says, "Do not worry, Soggy can help."
well? Thank you. So, what brings you all to these woods?
Desperation more than anything else.
Hmm.
We're being stalked by the emissaries of evil, Carpathian knights, and
Sucky sucks! As Soggy casts Cure Wounds on Dravos.
You get the smell of seawater filling your senses as your wounds begin to bind themselves.
That actually feels a lot better.
Soggy is always eager to help.
Thank
And
you.
then I tell them, for now we're traveling south towards the water. We're headed towards
Okay,
the fire temple to ask them for their help.
I might tag along to make it out of these woods. It seems like the creatures are moving more about, and I don't think I could have handled all three of them by any means.
Can I check the body of the peritons? Just to
Yeah.
see if from and kind of study.
Yeah, so they have 36 silver, 2 healing potions. No,
Oh shit!
no.
That's a joke.
yeah, yeah.
You- You
They
They've
just
ingested a lot of people in the woods.
they just have the feathers and all of that, but it's definitely interesting to see this creature up close and really study its taxology and all that.
I was just trying to see because you said they're from around the Feywilds, so I was just trying to see if they have any link to back home.
Oh yeah, and also when it comes to peritons, there is one thing that anyone who knows about Fae would have a chance of knowing. So either Arcana or Nature if you're from the Feywild, or
Nate.
yeah. So if you have a reason to know something about Feywild Arcana, you can roll either one of those.
Just need to find
Nope.
where's the X skills?
Yep,
Yeah.
skills.
Nature. Do I get advantage on nature or not?
Yes, because you're from the Feywild. All right, so you know that there is a rumor that there is a lot of power in the Periton heart.
Young Soggy, you should have cut out the heart, not the head.
Good
Power
suggestion.
that in there.
Soggy nods as he crawls into the slash. He's going to
So
look for the heart.
I won't
There-
go in my.
there are easier ways to do that.
So Soggy begins to rip open the Periton and climb inside. Do you guys try to stop him, or do you just turn away, or what do you do?
I'm just gonna look the other way. I'm old. I can't be bothered to stop him.
Right. I go to Javos and I say, please excuse my friend. He doesn't know any better.
It's fine.
It's
I've
fine.
seen a lot. I've seen a lot worse.
And I
It's
told
fine.
him, yeah.
What's the guy's name again? Francis, yeah. I imagine Francis is also looking away.
Oh, Francis is vomiting. So, yeah, you climb in there and you finally make it to the heart, what do you do?
Grab it and pull it out.
You grab it and pull it out.
Soggy holds it up like a trophy. Look, Soggy has bumping.
You look at the kobold who is covered in blood and gore and is holding a heart that is still steaming in the cool night air.
All right, can I try and cut the other one open and just pull the heart out?
Yeah.
What would I roll for it? Or can I just
just it happens. You don't need to like be very surgical about this. If this was like something you were trying to do in battle, there'd be.
All right, so
Yeah.
I get the other heart and I kind of throw it at Soggy and say, again, you could have just asked us for help.
He sort of catches the heart and smiles. Thank you, friend. And Soggy sort of puts them in the bag, in his satchel.
You check them before you do that. Maybe see.
I imagine I sort of covered them in leather or something.
I was just thinking you might check them because aren't you magic?
Oh, right. I should do that. Soggy sort of shows the hearts to Beamhorn.
All I know is they possess power. It's kind of gross.
Well, does
Soggy is
just...
still completely covered in gore.
That's the thing with Soggy. He's usually covered in someone else's blood.
Should we continue more, or is it night-ish?
It's getting darker.
All right, so we need to see if we can find some place safe to camp for the night, I assume.
Yeah. There is a third Perryton heart intact. Oh no, that's the one that got smited. The last one, it evaporated.
I thought.
And it went poof.
Yeah.
So Soggy is holding 2 intact hearts.
Wanna give him a magic check there, Matt? See if you can uncover any information.
Soggy's talking to you.
That's Soggy sort of looks to his friends and says, "So what does Soggy do now with Thumpy Bumps?"
I just know they're powerful. Maybe check them with your magic.
Soggy sort of tries to channel his eldritch powers into the hearts. DM?
I'm just waiting for Donovan. I figured Donovan would have something to say about that.
Yeah, if you want to take the hearts, take them. I don't really.
Yeah, but
No,
now he wants to channel eldritch power through them.
Why?
Remember,
I think
this
he's trying
is
to figure out.
this is how like stuff started going bad with the sword too.
No, I think he's trying to figure out something about them, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Or is he
like,
trying to see if they do something?
but like you shouldn't try to figure out how like an engine works by just starting one up right away. You know, like
Throwing power into it.
Yeah, like you gotta understand how something works before you just start like throwing power into it. You could get hurt.
Yeah, I was just waiting for someone to do some information check.
I
mean,
don't think any of us can. I'm not sure.
I can, but like I thought he could
I mean, are you
too.
trying to perform some kind of a ritual or something?
He just
Oh,
wants to know how they can be useful in what fashion.
yeah, I was just
We
thinking
know.
that a
Go ahead.
mage would be better at arcane
Yeah.
checks and stuff like that.
We know they contain power, but we don't know in what way we can use it. Now that we have it.
Yeah, like what is your intention here?
Just to like what power they kind of use, or just more info. That's my intention.
Just holding them, sort of curious of what to do now, and is just holding them.
All right, maybe can I Arcana check after I nature? Oh, you did. Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah. So Soggy, the only thing that you know for sure.
You blanked out.
Oh, sorry. The only thing that you know
And
is that it is emanating powerful fey magic, and whatever it is capable of doing, it is definitely like evil.
Augie sort of flinches as he holds the heart, and just like, "Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!" and gives one to Beamhorn and one to Vathel.
Right. I kind of wrap mine up and I just put it in my satchel for now.
yeah, I'll wrap a cloth
it.
around. And
Maybe we
put
can sell it, or if we can take it to a church or a temple, they may
Yeah.
have a better idea of how to make a potion or a stew, or at least remove the evil from it or something. But it might be
Maybe
valuable to us later on.
purify it or something. Yeah, I'll do the same, but yeah, in a cloth so it doesn't touch everything else.
Yep.
All right. Does the area appear safe for camping?
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna talk to one of the trees and ask if this area is clear.
the trees here are dark and twisted and laugh and howl in insanity.
Well, these trees are crazy. And I thought I was.
Francis laughs and says, "What? What did you just say?" These trees are crazy. I don't think the trees are the ones that are crazy.
Where you're from, you might not talk to trees, but where I'm from, they have voices. And these ones are cackling like witches.
Can we try to travel a little bit further?
So I suggest moving.
Yeah, you guys can push yourselves, but you might get exhausted.
can I climb up in the tree and see if I see anything out in the distance, just to make sure we're safe right here for now?
Those are crazy trees.
They're not moving or anything, right?
Right.
yeah, no. I'm fine. I'll climb in the tree.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I like a little crazy, you know.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. No, well, I'm just, making sure that it's clear that you're climbing in a crazy tree.
Yeah.
So I go to a vantage point where I can shoot anything if I need to, and I just ready myself.
Yeah, and as you're scanning the skies, you can see that there are flocks of perytons like diving all along the forest edge, trying to like pick off little creatures.
Which direction? Or just all around?
Yeah, all around. Like it's not just perytons. Like some of them might be gargoyles or harpies.
Hmm.
the creatures of the forest are out to hunt. They only come out at night.
And right now it's already night. All right. Is there a way that we can protect ourselves more? I'm speaking to the group as we take a long rest.
Take shifts and watch. And just not start a fire. Keep the ones that can see. Stay awake.
So I guess there are 3 trees
Fire
here
may
that are kind of grouped.
assist us in keeping threats at a distance.
Soggy sort of goes under one of the trees and
Yeah.
just sort of brings Buttercup over here to cuddle with, along with his familiar.
You're gonna cuddle with your horse.
He has made a connection with the horse.
Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup.
So you're just gonna stay right where the Perryton bodies are and camp there?
I was gonna say that we moved them out the way,
Oh, you
but
want you want to move them?
we're gonna use these 3 trees as cover, and then for at least a good portion of the night, I'm gonna continuously keep casting Silent Image, as if there's a 3rd tree up above that's just kind of covering us, so that it would be like a 4th tree, but we are under the 4th tree,
Right.
and and so we're gonna So I'll
If I was any other character, I'd say let's just cut him open like a tauntaun and sleep instead. But no, it's just
What
I was
about
thinking I'll try cooking them and make a bad stew, but it's gonna come out real bad.
what about the magnificent warhorse that Laor rode?
nope. I don't want to kill any kind of horse or plant.
No, what? I'm talking about where is it gonna hide?
Oh yeah.
That's a big horse.
It's a
Mhm.
huge horse.
You really think I might get messed with? Can't hide under some trees? Oh shit, there's a T-Rex. Sorry, I'm playing Ark.
All right, so are we okay to try and long rest here? Can we get? Oh, there really is a T-Rex.
Cool.
What in the hell?
It shouldn't be there. It should at least be 60 feet off.
Dash and bonus action shell.
All right, 120 feet. We hear it coming in the late night.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. This forest is too spooky.
Yeah, right? This forest sucks.
GG.
So, you guys are like getting your Z's in. Vathel and Donovan, you no longer have your Spirit of the Bear totem active.
The bit.
And now, in the middle of the night, you guys hear dum 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 dum
Oh god, it's the damn hearts.
dum dum. Dum dum
Do I hear it coming from my pack?
dum dum. Yes.
Ah, fuck's sakes.
And
I
I
wake
hear it
up-
as well, right?
Dum.
I wake up and hide. I'm just like hiding in a tree now because I don't know where the hell that's coming from.
Do I hear it as well?
Yes. Dum dum
All right. If it's the heart, I just stab it.
dum dum.
Throw it on the ground in front of Donovan. Be like, oh shit.
As
So
you
I'm literally just I'm gonna
Mine-
stab mine.
as you stab The heart. Are you rolling perception on the heart?
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell was making that noise.
Oh yeah. It's the heart. And as you stab the heart, black blood splurts out everywhere. Make a dexterity save.
With a bonus of 3.
All right, you manage to throw it before the blood splurts all over you, and you can see it kind of like killing all of the plant life and everything around it, and it just like kind of turns black and decays and falls away and withers away and turns to dust. This was powerful necrotic magic that caused that to happen.
Yeah.
Dum, dum,
All right. And
Put
I take
mine
beam horns.
over here.
dum, dum.
I take
Away.
beam horns. I throw it, and then I shoot it with the crossbow instead. After I saw what just happened with mine, so I throw his a distance, and then I basically shoot it with the crossbow
Okay.
at a distance.
Go ahead and roll to see if. Are you trying to hit it in the air or?
Preferably, I'll just throw it a distance and shoot it on the ground.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to. I don't want it to be near me. Once hit. That's why. That's all.
Yep. So you throw it and then shoot it, and when you do so, it also splatters black blood everywhere, and everything in like a 10-foot radius dies.
And that's it. They really did contain magic, but I didn't know they were so volatile. We have to be more careful next time. But at least we caught it in time.
I'd be more sad if these trees weren't so crazy.
I checked to see if anything was damaged by either heart.
If anything was damaged?
I guess off in the distance, anything that would further come to harm us later.
Just, some trees and plants and all that.
I go back over and I go back to resting for a little bit longer.
All right. So you guys go back to resting, and in the night, you are visited by dreams. Each of you has a dream about something from your past. Something maybe evil that you may have done, or something extremely evil that maybe was done to you, or a moment in your life where you were at your darkest. And does anyone have an idea of what their dream might be? And it's okay. This isn't a test. You're not going to get any more XP if you do. You're not going to get any less XP if you don't. So, but if anyone has like an idea of what their dream might be, this is your chance to kind of share it.
Go ahead, Uncle
What is
Cedar.
the dream?
Let me go first, please.
I don't care. Go ahead.
I imagine Soggy. He's sort of like swimming through this endless lake of sorts. He can breathe, but he's not really going anywhere. He's sort of just floating. Sort of weird, but not really creepy. He seems at peace here. Like he belongs here. DM?
Okay.
I'll take a crack at mine first.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got?
It's not Uncle Cedar, so I'm gonna say it's something to do with the forest I lived in. It's either damaged and harmed some way, obviously to do with the crack, but I don't know exactly what would have caused it. Just outlining that it has something to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe there was a moment where a very important member of the whole tree family, since, to a seedling like you would view plants and humans and all of that as all part of the same, genetic life. And so, there was probably a very important member of the plant community that was taken by these rifts, and like you feel personally responsible for it, and you dreamed of that moment again.
And so, expanding on that dream, I imagine as I'm swimming through this pool, droplets of blood sort of drip into it, sort of like upside down rain, sort of fogging up the water. Does
Okay.
that give you any ideas, DM?
Uh I don't really know, where you're going with that, and I don't want to ruin anything that you have, for it. So I'm just listening as you describe what you're seeing.
I think mine has to do with a messed up hit that I took a contract for, where
Okay.
I tried to get, I guess, the husband, but accidentally he was actually the wrong person, and I realized that he actually had a family. And so I had to basically leave the family orphaned, which reminded me of me and my upbringing. And it
Yeah.
was just a nightmare that I had that night.
Yeah. I like that.
And as Sagi is floating through the water, he soon encounters a kobold similar to him. But it's clearly that they're from the same tribe, but this one seems to be dead in the water. Just sort of. But the glare is almost unsettling, like the kobold is saying, "Why did you abandon us?"
My dream is there is a silhouette of a woman and a young girl that are holding hands in the distance. I can barely see them, but their shapes are familiar to me. I chase after them, hands extended, screaming out the name of my wife and daughter. However, between me and them seems to be an endless sea of vampires. I kill and I kill and I kill, but I can never get any closer. There's just so many of them. There are so many hands on me, so many dark red eyes, so many fangs. And it doesn't matter how many I kill or how many I go through. I never get any closer. And that's my dream.
Nice.
For Dravos, you would see him sneaking through a building, or he sees himself sneaking through a building, and he's being quiet, and he's sneaking around, and he comes up upon his target for the night, and he goes up behind him, but as he and stabs the dagger into his heart, and as he goes to leave the building, he would see and he leaves the building actually, and then the next day he sees that even though he completed his mission, the event still unfolded and people were still murdered, no matter him taking out the leader or not. And he has to live with him not being able to stop it from happening.
Yeah. Nice. All right. And Francis also has a dream. And so you guys kind of like awake with a stutter in the middle of the night, all of you at once, and it's like pre-morning, like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning,
As
and
Sagi wakes, he checks his body and sort of starts huddling into a ball, sort of in a panic, like he just saw one of his clan members sort of mangled in such a way, like it's his fault that it's that way.
yeah, and Francis is pale as hell, and he wakes up and he's just staring like dead-eyed at all of you.
I am.
We
I'm
might want to
awa-
leave.
I'm awake in the corner, and I have my my fine familiar, which is a poisonous snake, and I'm just have it wrapped around my arm right now, and I'm just staring at it.
Beam wakes up like a typical old man. Oh, my back. And then he looks at Jitter and goes, "Come here, Jitter." And Jitter hops down, just hangs out. He's like just patting him for consolidation.
Yeah. And Silas is interested in your familiar. So, Soggy's familiar is a dragon snake. It's a lot like a regular snake, but it has a higher intelligence.
It's
Okay.
a snake to be exact.
And so it is like over there like talking to your snake and snake.
Hmm.
They're just going back and forth. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a slithery snake.
Slippery snake.
I cast 2 to 3 orbs of the dancing light, and I send some towards Jitter and some towards the snake, and see if they react to it.
Yeah, so Jitter loves playing laser tag with you. Like he'll chase.
Oh yeah, he loves it. It's like a cat.
Yeah, he'll chase the laser
And then I
beam.
kind
But
but not by where Jitter is, but towards the snake, and I want to see if he like tries to chomp it, or
yeah,
I don't know what snake actions do.
yeah. So the snakes just like completely ignore the thing, except for like they rear up if it gets too close to them, and they're like, "Hey, I'm a snake." And that's all they do. But when Jitter gets too close to them, that's when the non-Silas snake. Does it have a name?
Mine.
Yes.
Um. Cyrus.
Cyrus. Silas and Cyrus. But spelled with a C. And so Silas and Cyrus are there, and although Silas doesn't do it, Cyrus doesn't like the lemur getting too close. Reminds him a little bit of a mongoose or something. And so he kind of hisses and bites at him and is like, "I'm a snake."
Soggy sort of hears Silas and says, "Hey, Silas, you awake? Hello, Silas."
Jitter, come back here. Don't play with the snakes.
Yeah, Jitter runs up to you and he's like,
Yes, yes, yes. I know. You just want to be. But they're snakes.
and you know that what he's saying to you is, that he was just trying to play with the light, and then the snake got all like dumb with him.
Okay, Jitter, you can play with the lights later.
Yeah. Okay. So now Francis, still pale, like reaches down and pulls out the star sapphire that Soggy had let him hold on to, and it's glowing. And I mean like a LED light. Like this thing is lit up. It's not sending like a beam out or anything like that, but you guys can all clearly see each other from its glow.
Here, stay. What is that?
I don't know.
Soggy does not know either. But Soggy thinks we should follow it? Where is it towards? Like the north or south?
It's towards wherever I point it. And he rotates it around.
We don't see you. We don't see where your character is turned around to.
And no, I'm saying it's not like a beam leading you somewhere. It's just a
No,
glowing stone.
it's glowing like crazy, right?
Yeah.
The stone is glowing.
Yes.
Soggy sort of like
It's bathing you all in a weird purplish, multicolored light.
it's the stone. It is a. It is the live set. It is the star Starfire.
What does it mean?
I'm getting scared, guys.
I'm like backing up.
Soggy sort of looks at the stone and looks to his friends. Does anyone know about star sapphires? Soggy knows a little, but not enough.
Mm, can I check it?
What do you mean?
Like Arcana wise or no?
You can roll to see what you know about like star sapphires, arcana
Yeah, that's
wise.
what I mean. Yeah. It's just Arcana, right?
Yes. Okay, so you know that the various gems can often attune themselves with different like schools of magic, and like specific spells can be enhanced with gems. Some of them can be used to store magic, or there's additional beneficial, you know, effects by using it with a gem. That's why a lot of wizard staffs have gems on them, because you know, like if you have an obsidian stone on the end of a staff of necromancy, it can like deal additional damage, you know, just stuff like that, or an onyx. And so when it comes to the star sapphire, you can't remember what it's associated with.
Mm. It's used to attune other magics, Suggy. But I don't know which one.
That is interesting, Soggy says as he sort of taps his. Soggy does not know much about magic, but he does know about the primordial forces. Soggy believes that whatever it is associated with the with the gargoyle that it was dropped by. Maybe it is a protective sort of thing, like of protection, since gargoyles are known to protect sacred places. That sort of is Soggy's theory.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, the stone blinks out and is just a regular stone again.
I think I have an inkling.
Soggy sort of looks to Francis and says, "Do you want to hold on to it still?"
I don't know. That scared me. Am I gonna be okay, you guys?
Soggy believes you are going to be all right.
Uh,
Well,
If Soggy believes you, if Soggy thinks you are in danger, Soggy would tell you.
my hand feels warm.
mm, um,
R.I.P.
yeah, I
Well, he's a goner.
Soggy
guess.
says, "Oh
I
yes,
don't know.
that is what Soggy also felt when holding it. Soggy believes that is normal.
It ain't normal to feel warm after holding a rock.
Yes, that's it is special rock.
Oh, well, that explains it.
So, Soggy,
I feel
if
like I'm gonna lose my hand.
then if that's the case, Soggy will hold on to rock for you.
To take this.
Soggy will do that. And so he looks to the rest of the group and says, "Should we be going now? Because Soggy believes Forest is causing much nightmare."
Oh, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? Why are we taking orders from a kobold to begin with?
He isn't. He's just suggesting.
You're always just suggesting.
Soggy, step back from Francis. I think that made him
Soggy,
angry.
sorry. Soggy is sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Watch your tone with him.
What are you gonna do about it?
You need to calm down. Quit being loud in the forest right now.
This is where I use my outside voice.
Yeah. I think that rock made him hostile.
I'm gonna, what's it called? I'm gonna get my
You're gonna
mage.
make us target of
use
some
my-
kind of monstrosity.
I'm gonna summon my mage hand that's invisible and like put it over his mouth.
Okay, and like he can't see it, but like he can feel something, and he just gets really angry, and he draws his mace.
That's not what you want to do. Put the weapon down.
He can't tell where it's coming from, but now he's just like getting really angry and like pointing his mace at everyone.
Francis, relax.
Let's make a persuasion check. I imagine it'll be at advantage because someone is helping me.
Oh shit!
Soggy's
He clunks you over the head as hard as he can for 8 damage.
What the hell? Alright,
Did I miss something?
He's went insane. That's all you missed.
yeah. He's gone crazy.
Wait, so Soggy did or someone else?
Sort of like
No,
It's Francis.
Francis.
Francis sort of Soggy looks to Francis and says, "Please calm down. Please calm down."
I summon my rapier and I basically put it to his neck. And I tell him, if you lay a hand on Soggy again, I'll end you myself.
He's like really mad, so do you guys want to go into combat here, or how do you want to do this?
Well, can I try and knock him out?
You can
going to-
try and knock him out before it devolves into combat, yes.
Soggy's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
I'm just sneaking behind him now. Off in the distance, getting in range. See how good my stealth roll is.
Alright, so as Soggy waves his hands in front of Francis, Francis needs to make a will save a wisdom save in order to avoid becoming entranced. If he is, then you can just knock him out with no roll required because he wouldn't even see it coming.
Yeah, I'm going to try to knock him out.
But first, the save.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Oh, no.
But if he's crazed, he's not going to fall under intimidation.
Okay, yeah, just
Oh, he's all crazy.
So now he is hypnotized by Soggy's hypnotic pattern, and you just sneak behind him and knock him right out.
Soggy sighs and says, "This forest is bad. We need
I
to
agree.
and go to the water. Get to the water. The quicker, the better."
Already got some rope first. We should tie him up just in case he wakes up angry.
I pull out rope,
Right.
just like, here you go.
Quite
He thinks
small.
that this
I
isn't
don't know if I can
the time
rope
that
him up.
happened with you.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
So you
I
guys
just-
you guys tie him up. That's no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tie him up. I think we should throw him on the back of the horse. The war horse. The big one.
And Soggy is going to jump on Buttercup with this on the back of the horse, sort of like as a ponytail on the tail.
Of the pony. Ha 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 ha.
Anybody want to help me with this lug? I can't drag him over there myself.
I will.
And drag him on, throw him on the back of the war horse, so we don't just leave him tied up in the middle of a forest.
Yeah. So now you guys continue to head east with the tied up Francis.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know about the rest of the group though.
All right. So who's leading? Because Francis was leading.
Mm.
Could I get a sense of the direction because it's through a forest or no?
Well, I mean, you're trying to head east.
It's just like kind of like try to talk to the less crazy plants on the way and try to find a setting towards the water.
All of the plants around here keep like giving you contradictory answers for which way to go.
Oh, so they're all assholes. Okay.
Okay. Beamhorn, do you have any more conjure animals?
Yes, I do.
Oh, but can you conjure something that flies or no? That's what I don't remember.
I've only been given apes, but it says I can conjure things that fly,
Yes.
especially if I have. Hold on. Yeah.
So if we
I
conjure
have,
something that flies, can it help us with the direction of the water? Because that's basically where
yeah,
we're
if it
headed.
goes above. But the thing is, I just before we do that, I just want to. Can I check the sky to see if those bastards are still up there?
Yeah, so looking up at the sky, you notice something strange. There is no sun light that you can see like rising on the horizon. Instead, there's just like a dim light kind of shining everywhere, just enough to be able to see, but like it's all dim and gray and dark everywhere you can see.
Mm.
But I don't see any of the like big beasts, right?
Right.
Maybe we should
The
leave.
Peloton? Yes, but the issue is and go where? Because he's saying we'll be lost.
I was just seeing if there's any beasts up there in case because I don't want to send a flying thing up there and tell everyone where the hell we are.
Because we don't know what direction is north, south, east, or west. I'm
Mhm.
assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a bird up there, see if it has any direction of where the far stands.
Yeah, so as the bird goes up over the canopy, it can fly as far as it wants in any direction, and all it sees is more forest and not much else, and it's all just this dim gray.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to the team. That all I can see is dim gray and nothing but forest.
Can we continue in the direction that we were headed before we stopped?
Thick, or is it still passable?
You can continue heading in that direction, but again, Francis was leading, so now like who is leading?
Yeah, I can't. I just don't think it's very character of me to
All right.
lead
So
the
what
tiny.
do we have to
So
roll for direction?
You have to roll survival.
Is anyone sufficient in survival? So that is the question.
hold on, let me.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Aha.
I'm not either, but either we get lost or we head somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's better than staying where we are.
So Vathel used to, living a more solitary lifestyle out there, hunting down his intended targets. Understands that it's better to just get moving, and he starts to lead you along what he believes is the path. However, after about 3 to 5 hours of marching through, you guys see something.
Can I perceive what that is? Is it too far?
Yeah, so it is obviously where you guys were the night before.
Damn it.
So I can roll the 25.
So
Yeah, Soggy's a big.
so Soggy tries to lead you guys, and he leads you guys on and on and on, and then it starts to get dark.
Where is Sagi leading the right way?
No way of knowing. Yes, the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing.
I'm just gonna keep a lookout for anything that might be following us while we're moving.
Yeah.
You got a full rest from that last thing that we got for the dreams, or did we cut out?
Yeah, you got a full rest.
25.
While we're walking along and I'm following along, I'm gonna be peering at the book here and there.
Yeah. There is something strange when you open the book.
Okay.
There is no writing on it that you can see.
Oh, fuck.
I think we are in a dream still.
Yeah, I think that rock ported us somewhere.
All right. Is Francis still asleep?
Unconscious from being knocked out? Yes.
He got knocked out forever.
You got knocked though.
Okay, can we wake him up and see if he's still crazed?
You can try to wake.
All right.
And so as you try to wake him up, he kind of like comes to and he's like, what's going on? And what are you trying to insight there, Donovan?
Donovan.
Like, what? I'm trying to think like what our current situation is. Like, what's happening? Like,
Yeah,
are
so
we in a dream? Is this real?
so most likely scenarios are either the stone has somehow cast some kind of enchantment, illusion, dreamlike, spell on you guys, some kind of charm on you guys, or has teleported you somewhere, or the woods themselves are like, haunted or whatever, and like they're trying to keep you trapped in
The woods.
here.
I think it's the woods.
No, it has to be
Crazy.
something with the stone.
I think
Oh,
it
well,
might have to
okay.
do with both.
Because the stone uses power and then went out, which I'm assuming is it casts its spell. That's why I want to wake Francis up real quick to ask him some questions. But I don't think he's gonna know them either way.
Yeah.
But Francis is awake now, right?
Yeah, what's going on?
And I basically say that stone you took out drove you mad, but we're not sure exactly what else it may have done.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas?
No,
And
I don't
that's why we have you tied up.
I don't remember anything except going to bed.
So I untie Francis and I make sure that he's okay.
Yeah,
But do I notice anything weird about
My-
how he looks?
my
Like-
head hurts. Yeah, he's got like a really like thick pair of eyebrows that are like super bushy.
I think that was more than I wanted to know. Oh, and who has the stone now?
Soggy.
All right, and it's still out.
Soggy sort of looks at the stone and then looks back at Vathel before then giving this sapphire to him. And Soggy says, "Please do not break it."
I'm not gonna break it, but I want to ask if you can do something that's a little dangerous. Can you try and put some Eldritch power into it and just see what happens?
Soggy Crix sort of rubs his palms together, sort of like, let's see what Soggy can do. And sort of he then starts channeling the energies of primal water, the ancient rivers and streams, the powers of the bunyip sort of just seem to flow.
And
As
Go ahead.
this is happening, the stone begins to glow.
Does any other effect area happen?
Yeah, after a few moments of the glow getting brighter and more intense, it starts to pulse.
Mm.
Is that affecting the trees in any way?
No.
Have any of us seen this type of stone before because it's collecting energy?
No.
Is
And
there anything I can
now,
roll to know?
and now the pulse is quickening.
I still thought you have to be careful. Donovan, what do you think? I'm just wondering. Hmm.
Then
All right. So I said we have two choices. Either we can continue or we can destroy the stone. Maybe.
he sort of looks
We could
panicked.
try to destroy it, but who knows what kind of dark energies within may burst forth and cause us harm.
But if we keep putting energy into it, we don't know what could happen either. And maybe Soggy might. I don't want to even think of what could happen.
I say we should just be rid of it. You
Think
know
you
what? I could just try. I could use my like a hammer and just smite it.
Don't
I
you
was
have
just
something with good and evil? I think I've seen you use it before.
from Good and Evil?
I don't know. Do we? Oh well. She already said it's evil, right?
No, the Perryton hearts were evil.
Yes.
Oh.
We don't know about this thing. I think it has some connection to the dream, but that's just
Alright.
my theory.
I think I have something.
I
I
use
thought we did
divine
pause.
sense. What do I learn from divine sense?
Right. It was something like that.
Divine sense tells you that the stone is magical, neither good nor evil. It appears to be predating, the very concepts of good and evil it is some kind of primordial rune stone that was given to Soggy by the gargoyle for some unknown reason.
All right, I'm not sure, but I think I can try it so. And I asked Soggy to put the stone down for a minute. Is the stone still glowing? Or does the glow go out?
Well, until Soggy says he puts it down, it is still glowing. But yes, if he does go to put it down, it still glows.
All right. All right. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna cast a spell, but I'm gonna say that the spell takes a lot out of me. And on the stone, I'm gonna cast the spell magic, and I just want to see what happens.
Okay. As you cast Dispel Magic on it, you need to roll your each spell. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So, charisma?
Is that me or the other?
No, that's you. So you got to roll 1d20 against the spell's level.
So that's the roll of 15 or higher.
No, I don't know why it says DC equals 15.
No, because I think as a warlock, so that should be 13.
No, I don't know why it's saying that. I'm just saying that, like, you, for Dispel Magic, you have to roll and beat 10 plus the spell's level that you're trying to dispel.
Right. So I think as a warlock, everything is cast at the highest spell level. So I think that's level 3, right? So that would be 13.
Yeah. No,
And
but
is it
that would be to if somebody was trying to dispel a level 3 spell from you. You're trying to dispel the stone, so the difficulty class is whatever it is. You don't know what level spell is on the stone.
Oh, what I'm saying is I don't know what I'm rolling though.
You're rolling your charisma bonus plus D20 versus the spell's DC. Which you don't know what it is.
All right. So my charisma bonus is 4.
Yep. So 1d20 plus 4. You can just roll a charisma check otherwise too. All right, so that
Right. That's what I was asking. I wasn't sure. Go ahead.
that does not beat the spell's level plus 10. So it doesn't do anything.
I don't understand the plus 10. Oh, it's a spell level plus 10 of the current spell, whatever it was.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Thinking instead of putting energy into it, maybe try to take some out, Soggy. 'Cause he dropped it for you.
All right. Now,
That's
as all of this is happening, suddenly the pulsing reaches like a strobe light pitch where it's just like going so fast, and
He put it down though. Is it still going?
Yeah, and suddenly, all of you are back in the same spot, waking up from your dream again with Francis holding the stone.
Oh, like when he's holding the stone, when he wakes up and goes crazy, like that point.
Yep.
Oh, it's like Groundhog's Day. Do you remember what happened before we faced back?
Yeah, all of you remember everything.
I'm gonna snatch that stone right away and throw it right to Sogi. Catch.
I basically tell Francis, did what just happened to me happen to you too?
I don't know what's happening.
And I say to Francis specifically, what's the last thing that you remember?
Going to bed.
And then I kind of look at Soggy and I say, I think I just repeated the day. Did the same thing happen to you?
Soggy thinks so too. Wait, Soggy sort of remembers something and says, "Wait a minute. Soggy thinks it's the hearts."
No, but we destroyed the hearts already.
Right, Soggy forgot. Soggy thinks Forrest is messing with Head. Maybe you can talk to trees, tell them why we are here?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and talk to the trees again, see if they're still crazy.
How's it going? Welcome. Have you come to stay? Are you one of us?
Alright.
Well,
And I say
technically, I'm one of you, but I'm not as crazy. Do you
Oh,
have a way
don't
out of
worry. We're
one-
all as crazy as we need to be.
I had to move away from it.
and I say
It's still crazy.
we tried putting energy into it before. Maybe we should try destroying it
Yeah.
this time.
I would
Okay.
like for us to be rid of this thing.
Is there any radiant or any light thing that you can do? Because
Get
I was
it.
going to ask Foggy to do Eldritch Blast, but I didn't want us to be close to us. I want something ranged, possibly. Because I can shoot an arrow, or Foggy can do an Eldritch Blast to it. And maybe that can destroy it at a distance so we don't get blown if it explodes, or were you just hitting it? So is there anything that you can do that's radiant or holy?
I can hit it.
All right, we can try that if you want, but I gave you my warning.
I think it might make a bigger impact on the Earth than we realize if we do that.
All right, I'm gonna ask Donovan to launch it into the air, and I'm gonna try and shoot it with one of my crossbows. What should he roll for that? Oh, does he?
He can just throw it into the air. He doesn't have to roll for that.
All
I
right.
mean, if
Well.
he chooses to.
He chooses to. Donovan?
Alright, so
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot 5 bolts.
Okay. You
Those are
fail.
mostly good.
You fail to hit the stone in the air.
Even with the
Except
28.
except for with the 28. But I'm gonna say that was the last shot rather than the first one. So you go to shoot it and you fail to hit it until the last shot, and you nail it right as it's starting to fall out of the air, and it just like hits it and it flies off and nothing happens.
Oh, that is strong stone. And, and Soggy sort of picks it off of the ground and says, Doesn't look like it can be smashed.
Yeah, just throw it towards Donovan and say your turn.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna use smite. How's
Okay.
that?
Yep.
What happens?
As you hit it and smite it, a bright glow of light flashes off of your sword and the stone, and the two magics collide, and there's a backlash that forces everybody to make a Constitution save.
Everyone gets +3. Remember,
It should add the +3, I think, or it should add it if you do it from the main page.
it doesn't.
24.
Yeah. So, all of you make your saves, and you're not knocked prone from the backlash, but you feel, the radiant energy flowing through you, and can feel the magic like trying to push you towards the ground, basically. And as the backlash and the bright flash of light dissipates, you look and you can see the stone still perfectly in place, but now the obsidian longsword has a spider web fracture and a chip in it.
That's a rock.
That is powerful magic, Sagi says as he looks at the stone. Maybe we shouldn't be destroying it, but someone else should channel magic into it? He looks to the druid and Vathel. Maybe one of you can channel magic into it.
Oh, maybe take it out. Instead of putting something into it, maybe it holds something inside to take out.
Then how do you suggest we take thing out?
That's my question.
Look at Soggy. Soggy does not know.
Hmm. So I think it has something to do with dream magic. Being a druid, but not of the dream. I don't quite know.
At least try using magic.
Mm-hmm. Is there any way I can maybe try to siphon magic out of it, or no?
Yeah, there's not really a spell or anything like that you can do
Mhm.
with that.
That's what I was thinking. Shit.
Can you at least try channeling druidic magic into it?
Yeah, I guess so. I can hold on. I know I get the free druid cantrip, but I don't think that does really anything.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Most of my
if you're
spells,
channeling energy into it, you can just do it.
yeah, I'll try to channel my energy because Soggy's different.
Yeah.
So I'll try mine.
And so as you place the stone in a nest of moss in front of you,
Cut off.
you see the trees all around you begin to grow and expand, and it doesn't take long before Beamhorn, you realize that you are on the Fey Wild. You are somehow back on the Fey Wild.
Without these
Has,
guys?
has he
No,
disappeared from us?
all of them.
Oh, I'm home. What's going on?
Soggy looks
How
around
am I
and
here?
says, "Why is everything so big and green?"
This is where I'm from. How
Yes,
am I here?
but now we're all here. That's the problem.
Would I
Okay.
know
Intimidate.
way to, would I know the area to like get around to a place I would be
No,
familiar with?
the Fey Wild is so expansive, like
Yeah, that's what I thought.
you know, like you can just recognize some of the plant life and like all of that as being Fey
Oh,
Wild, but
I talk to the trees again, see if they're not crazy.
yeah, you start to talk to the trees and they're all like super prim and proper, like, oh, yes, if you were to just, you know, come with us and have some tea, lovely tea party, and then perhaps, you know, we can watch the sunrise. Oh.
Soggy
All right.
sort of looks at the trees and just say and says, "They are big."
Yeah, yes. Maybe time for that later. Do you
All right.
know what
I'm gonna
this
see if
And
me.
I held up the rock to the tree.
Ah, this seems to be a rock. And then what were you saying?
No, I was gonna also try and put energy into it and see if it takes us back.
Oh,
Try to intimidate them. I am, of course, just joking.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put energy into it and see if it takes us back.
all right. So as you put more energy into the stone, it does the pulsing thing again, and you guys wake up from the dream again.
Damn it, putting the energy into the stone just makes us go back to the dream. I was dreaming of home again. So I think this is my theory behind it. Every time one of us puts energy into it, it sets us into the dream that we had before, or the location around where the dream we had before is. That's just my theory.
And
Soggy
I mean,
remembers that there was ocean, not forest.
That's, but the ocean could be near the forest.
I think I tried dispel magic, but it didn't work, or I didn't try hard enough.
Mm-hmm. We're out of the dream now, so is there
I
anything that we
mean,
could put it in without it getting affected so we can get out of here?
we can see if we're out of the dream. Maybe Francis can try and take us in a direction and see if we don't wake up in the same place again.
That's true.
So we try that.
You guys want to leave?
Yeah, but this time I'm gonna put the rock away, not like in the open, like tucked in there.
Yeah.
And
So
last time Francis went mad, so
Francis starts to lead you guys. It's again like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's not very bright or anything. But as you guys are leaving the forest, you can see the sun rising in the east across the plains of New Eglia, and you are finally across the border. You can rest a little easy knowing that you are no longer in Carpathia and have escaped the dark woods. Is the stone what was responsible for bringing you guys into the dream state, or was it protecting you from the woods? You're still unsure, and these questions swirl around, but at long last, you can rest safely and not have to watch your back every step of the way. Where your journey takes you from here is yet to be seen. but we will find out where the first steps take you next week on Heroes Wanted. I want to thank you guys for playing, thank anyone who's watching, and as always, everyone, good game.
Good gaming.